What's up, family? It's your ghetto news reporter, Mary Dash between the Mary and the Lee. Today is April the 2nd, 2020. You see the pink? Ain't that nice? Don't that look beautiful? Yeah. I just came back from, handling my business. We do this for our special education students. Now, back in the day, well, let me just tell you, they got this guy named Dr. UMAR Johnson, and he's supposed to be a psychologist or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? A person that looked like me or whatever, dark skin or whatever. And I'm gonna put his link in the description of this video. And he deal with the boys who are special ed or whatever and stuff. Now I was special education person or whatever in slow class. I was slow. I'm not gonna lie. He'll be able to break it down to you a little better than I. This is just the rapper portion of the day. You understand what I'm saying? I went shopping and I had got this I got some change back, and it's a Maryland. The focus on here on this phone is cheap. They don't make stuff like they used to, but it's Maryland, and it's 2000. Now my mother supposed to have died March 23rd 2000. Long story short, Etta James got this song called Tell Mama, and it's interesting because Maryland, in my city, Chicago, down the street on like 65th and Maryland, the police put a gun to my head and I told them to pull the trigger. You understand what I'm saying? Because I felt somebody wanted my rap legacy because I was going through a whole lot. And they took me to psych ward. I wasn't the problem. It was this big black guy got out of prison or whatever. And, I guess he wanted me, and I stood up to him. And then last I heard, lady, light-skinned lady, they said they took advantage of her and stuff. She was real pretty and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Beyonce, she got a song called Pretty Hurts. So in 1995, I told him I wasn't going to be looking pretty. Now, I didn't know Beyonce then, but, I knew if my mother wasn't looking, pretty, she must have gone through a whole lot of bullshit and try to protect me. But, sometimes you have to fend for yourself. And so mama, I guess, is speaking for me right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is definitely a Maryland 2000 quarter. Now the head is going down, but on the backside of it, the building is going up or whatever. I'm gonna try to find one and and Google it so you can see it how it really looks or whatever and stuff. It says the old line state or something. See, the older people be wanting the younger people to follow they ways or whatever. But when I came up with rap and became the originator of rap since 1975, at the age of 8, after not knowing how to read, write, or anything, or the difference between an apple and an orange, at the age of 6 in 1973, my higher power instilled some great stuff in me, and people have taken advantage of me. And Biggie Smalls, in his song 10 Crack Commandment, number 3 said, for enough money, your mama be laying in the bushes. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I know I've been catching hell all my damn life, and I've been on this, mission, if that's what you want to call this, for almost 47 years. My birthday is May 25th. I was born in 1967. This is a leap year, supposedly, and it's on Memorial Day, my birthday. Biggie Smalls also said birthdays was the worst days. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how bad it's going to be for me, but I know this says Maryland. And at the top, I think it says 1788. But at the bottom, it's got 2000. Yeah, so, for my real Mary McNamara's, I did it for the people that was, slow and that people took advantage of, but, and 2016, my haters took advantage of me again. And on Mother's Day, while I was at an AA meeting, the mustard seed, they called the police on me and said I was trespassing, but you can't trespass at an AA meeting. It's open to the public for anyone who want to stop drinking and drugging and smoking. And, I told them, I was homeless because y'all made me homeless, but I'm not homeless because I'm a native of this land, Chicago. But, invaders have taken over and try to, do some goon stuff. You understand what I'm saying, or whatever. Like I supposed to just give in, and I'm like, I'm not ready to fucking just give you my shit. So long story short, 2016 on Mother's Day, the police took me to the police station, had me sleeping on the floor, no toilet in the cell, no bathroom, no bed, no nothing, just on the floor. No toilet. You understand what I'm saying? But, I went to sleep. I ain't give a motherfucker no hard time or nothing and stuff. And these were colored people that was doing this to me on Mother's Day. Mind you, I am a lady. So the day after Mother's Day, which was May 9th, they took me to the psych ward on Cook County, in Cook County Jail or whatever, 26 in California. And, I was like, why am I on the psych ward? And they, just because I asked that question, they attacked me, the so-called correctional officers, and administered drugs in me. And at that time, I was 19 years sober, without a drink, drug, or smoke, or none of that. You understand what I'm saying? For real. And next thing I know, for 6 months, they was pumping drugs into me, and I believe they gave me cancer. For real. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Because they said my mother died of cancer or whatever, and she had a hole in her throat. All kind of stuff, So it's a lot going on with me and stuff. I try to be modest about it when I talk about it because I'm not a violent person. And, my DCFS files prove that, And, they said I rarely ever talk. You understand what I'm saying? I just look out the window or whatever. So I got this dog right here. It's got the number 17 on it. And it's a red skin. And all it does is look out the window. It's a Thai beanie boo. And he just looks out the window or whatever and stuff. This is all child's play because I never had a real childhood. But, I try to piece my childhood together and give it back to the people who robbed me of it and stuff. And hopefully one day, y'all understand who I am because for some reason I'm not old school for real. I'm in the middle. And they said ain't no such thing as a middle. But if Jesus was in the middle, you understand what I'm saying? And they killed Jesus, supposedly. You understand what I'm saying? But when you go downtown on Madison Street and I want to say Monroe, they got Jesus hanging up, but ain't nobody on the side of him. They said it was a thief and a murderer on the east side of Jesus, but I ain't seen no thief and murderer, just Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? So they trying to treat me like Jesus. And, Jesus, G, ain't no J in Jesus, just a G. G, Jesus. So the girls are being railroaded, and that's why it's pink, this calendar. But in the rainbow color, they try to keep the pink out. And I am the originator of this motherfucker going hard body too. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm, originator of this design right here. Originator of Chicago. Spell it with a S. SHECARGO. They spell it CHICAGO, but goddamn well. You know what time it is. Now, if I would dress up my little teddy bear, damn well they came after my jewelry, the police. When they railroaded me May 31st, 2008, I had a nice little diamond ring, spent about $1,000. Long story short, they trying to cut off the truth. And if you look right here, this child prevention abuse t-shirt, my birthday is the 25th, but it go from May 21st to the 24th. And I think Biggie Smalls' birthday is May 21st. You understand what I'm saying? So they trying to cut me off. If you look right there, they're trying to cut off the truth. And that'll never happen. You go to the Purple Line or Google it, Isabella Bumfrey, a.k.a. Sojourner Truth. Isabella, the purple line has been cut off. Google it for real. It has been cut off because they're trying to cut off the truth. Now, I had a chance to go to Evanston, which is the purple line, and have a better apartment where I'm at right now. But had I gone there, I would have never figured out exactly what's going on around here. I believe this is the building that I was, here as a baby, and a lot of stuff happened and stuff that I wasn't aware of. And of course, at the age of 2 months, I was going through a whole lot, been through a whole lot, and my mother may have been the cause of it because, hurt people, but she was probably praying all along. I don't know. But at the end of the day, for enough money, I'm worth zillions. Real talk. I know that's hard to fathom, but I am. You understand what I'm saying? I'm worth a whole bunch, and I figured out my whole story. And because I've made a couple of mistakes by trusting the so-called authorities, I was abducted for real one time because I was in front of a church and an ambulance rolled up on me, and they took advantage of me at the emergency room, and I don't know what the fuck they did to me for real. But they let me go, and I made sure I left my wallet with my mother's picture on it and a cancer stick on the back of her picture so I could go back and get it and prove to them that I wasn't crazy. I just needed a place to stay, And mind you, Chicago is my city, and I pretty much know that this building was probably left to me from my parents or whatever. But my family, if they were my family, shitted on me, didn't give me nothing and stuff. But I don't want nothing from my parents or my so-called family. I just want what's mine. And like the Color Purple say, until you do right by me, everything y'all think of is gonna fail. And with that, this will get a news report of Mary that's between the Mary and the Lee. It's the wood, nigga. Pedophiles. Peace.